Hi, it is Teresa here. Thank you for joining me today. Today we are going to do a very beginner simple junk journal out of a 12 by 12 paper. We are making the cover and putting in a signature. So very easy, very fun, and very beginner friendly. So let's get started. What you are going to need, paper I'm using 12 by 12. I have a scoreboard and a paper cutter, and then the papers you want inside. So I started by taking my 12 by 12 paper, doing it at 9, that is the height, and now I'm going to flip it over and do it at 6 because that will be my length. So I'm just doing it right in the middle. The next thing I'm going to do is right where this line is, I'm going to cut it. And that is going to help with the bulk at this bottom junction. And I'm just going to do a sliver. You can do it at an angle. I am not. Then I'm going to cut a little on this other side. And then we're going to fold this right on that line and make sure you have your ends right here all matched. And give a good press. Simple cover. And then you'll go in and actually like glue this part. But we're gonna wait to glue that until after I get my papers in there. Now, because of how simple this is, you really don't want like a lot of paper in here. I'm probably only gonna do like 10, 15 pages. So I will be right back. Okay, so I have some random paper we're just gonna fold in half. This was a little guide that I did on this part. I thought it was really cute. So this is actually gonna be our center. So it's one. I don't think I want those. Two, I have some pinks. That'll go good with these pinks right here. Okay, so we have 12. And which one did I say is where's my center? Oh, it's still over here. Okay. So I'm just going to randomly put these different ones at different places. I hope everyone's doing good. Things here are doing. All right. And now I'm going to take my folder tool and just give it a good crease. And then I'm going to take put these in. I want this at the bottom. Go. And we're going to just paper clip these in, and then we will bind it. So there you go. And again, I'm going to push that down just a little. Okay, and it doesn't matter what color because I am going to secure this spine with either a little bit of fabric or some lace, just because it is paper. So I do normally about 3. All right. Let me see if I can find my needle. I like a smaller needle, so it's a little bit harder to like sew through because it's a little smaller, but I like the smaller one. All right. There we go. I'm going to take a book. I do not have a book thingy to do this in, so I just use a regular book. So I'm going to take my book, and then that way I can make sure it is right in the corner, and I'm just going to make my holes. And I am randomly guessing for this because it is a 1 signature. So I tend to keep it folded like this, and I look on the side and just stick my hole in through the center. And then I grab my tail and hold it. And then I stick it back through the top. I can see it. So the older you get, the worse your eyes get. Kind of sucks. And I just kind of feel where that hole is through there and poke it that way. And then make sure that's tight, and I take both of these and kind of pull it. And then I stick this needle through the bottom hole. And if you have a hard time, take little pliers and use them to pull it out. Okay, and now I'm going to hold this down here and go back through. Let's see if I can show you guys this way. That hole, and you don't want to go through your thread. Okay, then I'm going to put it on opposites. Give it a good tug. I pull this way, and then I pull this way, and then I fold it and make sure that really is a tight. See, that's not tight enough for my liking, so I will be doing that again. Now see, that's much better. Now you can either make it into a little bow or leave it for charms. I think I'm going to add charms to this one, so I'm just going to cut that little piece off. And we can put that back. We don't need these anymore. And there we go. And because we have that cut right there, we don't have that extra bulk down at the bottom, and we didn't have to poke holes through that. So we are going to take this and just glue right here, and that is going to give us 2 pockets at the front and at the back. And if you want it to have, yeah, no. So just front and back, it's going to be, you can put whatever you want in these pockets. There we go. Really good size to on the go, and we will decorate this on a later video. But it's very, very easy, very simple, very cute, and we'll add a little bit to the cover, but not a whole lot because it's pretty cute as it is. And then we'll come in and start decorating and putting fun stuff in here, and I'll show you how I use journals. Thank you for joining me. I hope this gives you an inspiration of a pretty quick, fun, simple very beginner-friendly journal. So if you liked this, please give it a thumbs up. Think of subscribing, and I will see you next time. Bye.